Hi guys, this time we are bringing a new thing called Angular, and that is basically using for front end side. And nowadays the it's popular in market Angular or React. So how to install Angular, and first I'll show you how to install Angular step by step, and I'll show you how to execute also. So this will be helpful for you guys, for those who are studying for front end and those who are working on front end. And Angular are these days people are asking lots more. So we will go and do download and everything which is related which we needed for Angular. Step by step we will do. Okay, so let's start then. First, for the Angular we needed Visual Studio. Okay, so you guys can see we have to download. Those who don't have Visual Studio, please go to this site and download and install the Visual Studio. I'll take you to this. First you go to this site. You just see this code.visualstudio.com, and you can see that in this site you just download for Windows. Just download for Windows, that is enough. Nowadays Visual Studio comes with redefined with AI. So just download that, and that is enough for that. In Visual Studio you can do everything. Just download and install it. Just go ahead the same way, install it. That's it. This is the first step you guys have to do. After that, just restart the system once if possible. Just go here, go to the search and type Visual Studio. They can see the Visual Studio which comes there. You just click on the Visual Studio, right? Just click on the Visual Studio, that's it. So you can see the Visual Studio will be opening. Now let it be there, let it open. Now we will see it has been opened now. Okay, so now for me Visual Studio is open. Now what I do, once it open it, I will just minimize. We will go to the next step. Okay, for me Visual Studio got open right now. Guys, everyone can see this, right? I hope everyone can see, right? So my Visual Studio got open. Just minimize this. We'll go to the next step. Now next is you need to install Node.js. Node.js. Node.js needs to install. So just you have to go to the Node.js site. If you don't know what, you guys can go ahead and just simply say Node.js. Just go to the Google. Just go to the Google and simply say Node.js. Just say. So it will take you to there. Just click on the Node.js. Node.js.org. Just click on there and download this Node.js. So you have to download the Node.js and keep on installing on based on the same way. You don't have to do anything special cases. Just install directly to the Node.js. Okay. So nothing to do based on that. Just install Node.js. So that is the second step you have to do. Now the third step for this is our point is to install Angular. So the third point for us is to Angular. So how do we do Angular next? So first step, Visual Studio, Node.js, these two are done. Now what you have to do is just go back to the Google and type Angular. Type Angular. Okay. You will get the site. Maybe you have, when if you are getting angular.dev, don't take that. Just go to angular.io. Guide you wanted angular.io. Just click on that Angular. See, always see, don't take dev, just go with the angular.io. In io you have to come. So as I told you, right, so you have to click on the getting started. So you can see here in Angular getting started here. Here I clicked. Okay. Then in the Angular, you have to click on the step setup. Okay. So come here. You can see setup. Right. So this page we have to follow now. So this page we have to follow. We already installed with Node.js. Now we have to install the remaining. Okay. So for that, how do we go step by step? I'll teach you. Guys, I'll teach you how to go step by step. Now, what is the step is? First, go to your folder. Go to your folder and you just go to any folder of your own choice. Just here, I'm creating a new folder here. Create a new folder. Okay. I'm just creating a folder called first step. You guys can create anything as you wish. I created a folder called first step. Okay, this is my first step folder. Right, guys? So this is the first next step. First, you create a go to the and go to your this file explorer, and any of the drive you go, whichever your favorite drives, wherever you want, you go create a folder there. Then come to your Visual Studio. I told you to open the Visual Studio, guys. Come to the Visual Studio. Okay. Don't need to install anything. Don't do anything, nothing. Don't do right now, nothing. Don't do, guys. Just come to the Visual Studio, right? Now in the Visual Studio, what you have to do is, what you guys have to do is, you have to, in the Visual Studio, what you guys have to do is, you have to first file and say open folder. You have to say open folder and go to your drive where you have right now created a folder. So you see I am going to the drive and created a folder, right? So I am going to select this first step is the folder which I had created. Now select this folder and select folder. Okay, so you can see I selected this one and you say yes, I trust the author. Just say yes, I trust the author. Nothing is not there when you click. Nothing is not there. Outline timeline. Now we are going to install the Angular step by step. Okay. So now what is the next thing we have to do is just go to the terminal. Just here on the top, you just go to the terminal, click on the new terminal. Click on the new terminal. You are standing on the new terminal right now. Okay. You are standing on the new terminal right now. So now, as I told you, right, open your this guy. You have to npm install -g @Angular. If your Visual Studio is the latest one, you can go with @17. My Visual Studio is little bit old, so I'm just using only npm Angular CLI. That's enough. So if you guys, when you install this, you can copy here. You can copy this from here. And you can go here and say Control V. And click on that. If you guys are having any problem with this, then just install only the CLI. No need @17. Just wait for a minute and see that whether is it installing or not installing. Wait for a minute. You guys need to wait. If it is not installing, is it showing any problem or anything? We will see only the CLI. For me, it is an old version. This node I had installed is an old version. So it is showing the package is no longer support P users npm CLI only. So they are only telling don't use at the rate 17. So those guys who's already installed with VB old and VB like Node.js, they can go with this npm CLI. So see, it is already telling that. So it's a deprecated version. So we can go with the normal. So what you can do is, guys, those who are having not properly not doing, they can do like this also. This npm at the rate, here only CLI use. Don't use at the rate 17. Just use this much only. Just go ahead and do it. So that doesn't make you any problem. So you can go ahead and do that. So guys, you can see here that also got installed right now. So we will do the next step one by one. So now what you have to do is go to your Angular site. And if you guys are installing on Windows, it is good to copy this and this also you install it. Set execution policy, install it. Those who are doing in the Windows, better you do that. So I did that also. That is the next step you have to do. Again, go to here. Now, what you have to do is you have to now start your applications. Okay. Now, for that, already we created our first step here. Now, if you are already created with the first step, so what you have to do is you have to just go one step beyond. How do you go one step beyond? You say CD double dot. It will go one step beyond, one step down. So now in this place, you just copy ng new. You have to here, they gave new app. Yours is first step. So what is your name is first step. First app. It is not case sensitive. You can do it. So you can see that it is getting installed. So it is getting installed there. Wait a minute for some time. Now, here you can see that this will ask you CSS. Just you have to go with CSS only, style sheet CSS. That you have to go ahead with CSS only. So it will keep on coming. So would you like here? You just click here only with CSS and just say yes. Wait a minute, it will take time a little bit. So here CSS is coming. You have to select by using the arrow key. You have to go up and select CSS, and what you have to do, control and press control and click. You have to press the control and click. It will ask you external site you wanted. No need, right? You don't need any external site. Just do it here only. Okay, configure here only. Just press enter, it will goes up. So you can see it has been installed, right? You said you have to, and SSR you have to say no. Guys, SSR don't say yes, say no only. Rendering right now we don't want. Pre-rendering we say no. It is installing your packages. You can see in the first tab, all these are installing there. You have to wait for some time. So remember which style sheet format would you like to use. You have to select the C and press enter. CSS and press enter, and rendering, server side rendering, SSR, static sites generation, that is server side rendering, that you have to say no and just press enter. It will keep going with the packages installing. You need to wait for some time. Wait for some time. Every project, whichever project you wanted to do with Angular, you need to do this procedure. This procedure is important for each and every project. Only Node and Visual Studio we have to install for common for everything. So, guys, it got already installed everything now. Now, everything has been installed fresh, new my app. Now we need to run it. We just need to run it, okay? For running, how do we run? We have to go inside that app. So it's saying that CD my app, right? So you have to go. So you have to go to your app. What is your app? CD first app. So you went inside. Now the next point is you have to select, and how to run an Angular is you have to say select sir double hyphen open. You have to say, you have to use ng sir, ng sir. You must always see the spelling SCRVE, sir. SCRVE, double hyphen open. That's it. It will take little time. So it is asking, yeah, would you like that to open this Google Analytics? That you just no need to say yeah, no only say, and no only just disable that and just try to open that. When you link with GitHub, you can do all the things. So it has been now started. Angular has been started, and you can see my site. This is a localhost 4200. You can either control and click or copy this link. So now if I control and click, it will open a browser and it will go there. Or else you can copy this link. I am copying also this link and go to any of your browser which is your favorite. You just go and click here, give it on the address bar there. Just give it on the address bar. And now you can see that the Angular is coming. This is the first app of Angular. It's coming there. This is how you have to install to the Visual Studio. See, already they had given all these things. So this is Angular, hello, first app, all this, they had given this, okay? Now I'll show you how to change this also a little bit. Now, all the Angular codes are residing in SRC, right? SRC, you guys can see SRC, right? In the SRC, index.html is there. Can you guys can see that index.html? In the index.html, you can see there is something called app root, application root, app r hyphen root. Now you can see the app is here only. Yeah, this is how Angular is. Everything is a component for Angular, right? So this, you click on the app, you can see that. So there are every apps, there will be app components. Component.css will be there. App component.html will be there. TS is there. App component.ts. Configure roots, HTML. All these are the major stuffs will be there. Now we will go and change on the app component.html. Click on the app component. So when you click on the app component, you will get lot of stuffs here, right? So this is how they had designed these stuffs and you are getting like this, okay? Now what I do is I'll change it. So I'll change this. So what I do is I'll just Control A and I say delete. Okay, delete it. Control A and delete it. Now I'll say this is my, I will put it in a heading. H1 I will use. In that I'll say this is my first Angular page. Then I will put one, I will put this in the sender. And I'll close that, all these things, I'll put it in the sender, guys. Now I'll say H2. Now what I'll say we will explore. We will explore more deep into Angular. Right? So that also I'll try to put this in the center. Okay, guys. So I'll just save this as Control S. Save this guy. So whenever you save things, you can see that the error will be showing over here, right, guys? Can you see here? So the center, I'm just removing this. We don't need that one. Okay, we will do it like without center because they are not using this these centers. Okay, we will simply with this. We'll explore this. Okay. Okay. Now I save this. So immediately you can see that whatever you save, it will be showing that if you have an error, it will be showing here. Right now, I don't have any error. Just go to your things which you open. So see here, this is my first Angular page. We will explore more deep into Angular. These are the steps which I had given there. So this is how your first Angular application is doing this. I hope you guys, everybody understood how to do an Angular, how to install, how to download, how to install an Angular. Now you guys can go deep down and explore more and more things into the Angular. All the best, guys. Go ahead and do it. Thank you. I'll come with another videos, another steps. Okay, I hope this will be helpful for you guys. Thank you so much.